सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। नारायणं पद्मभवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपादं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमतास्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमतास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तं तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। येनेक्षते शृणोतीतं जिघ्रति व्याकरोति च स्वादु स्वादु विजानाति तत्प्रज्ञानमुदीरितं। चतुर्मुखेन्द्रदेवेषु मनुष्याश्वगवादिषु चैतन्यमेकं ब्रह्मातः प्रज्ञानं ब्रह्ममय्यपि। परिपूर्णपरात्मास्मिन् देहे विद्याधिकारिणि बुद्धे साक्षितया स्थित्वा स्फुरन्नहमितीर्यते। स्वतः पूर्णपरात्मात्र ब्रह्मशब्देन वर्णितः अस्मीत्यैक्यपरामर्शः तेन ब्रह्म भवाम्यहम्। Swatah Purnah, by itself complete, infinite. And what is that? Atra Paratma. Para has two meanings. Para means other, para means higher. Here to be understood as higher. Paratma means not some other Atma. Paratma means Paramatma. So Paratma Atra, here this Supreme Self is referred with the word Brahman. Brahma Shabdena Varnitaha. And what is that Brahman which is established in the previous Chaturmukhendra Deveshu, Manushya Ashwa Gavadishu Chaitanyam. Chaitanyam eva Brahma. That Chaitanyam, consciousness or awareness alone is called Brahman. And why it is called Brahman? Brihatvat. That which is all-pervading. And why it is, how it is all-pervading? Because it is that which is there from Brahma onward. Brahma, Indra, Devatas, Manushya, cows, horses, in all of them, Ekam. Ekam Chaitanyam. Chaitanyam Ekam Brahma Ataha. Therefore, Prajnanam Mai Api. That Prajnanam Brahma Mai Api. So, that Brahma which is referred as the one which is present in all as consciousness. And what is that consciousness which is present in all, and what does it do? Ena ikshate shrunoti tam jikra divyākaroti cha swādu asvādu vijanāti tat prajñānamudīritam. By which alone anybody and everybody can see, can hear, taste, smell, touch, walk, talk. So once somebody went to Ramana Maharshi and asked, how do you prove existence of God? He said, I can show you. Oh, you can show me? Yeah. But it depends. So you may not be able to see it. I can show you. But you may not be able to see. He said, what's the point? No, you pay attention. You will be able to see, but you have to see the way I show you. He was very excited. Here is a person who is going to show me on God. All right. So, are you ready? Yes. Okay. So that fellow said, are you mocking at me? I'm not mocking. I'm showing God. Oh, you are just moving your finger. Yeah, because of which I'm able to move finger. That is God. Because of which I'm able to see, or anybody able to see, hear, taste, smell, touch, that is it. Right? So whatever that will be able to, that is making us all, not even only human beings. The interesting thing is, Brahma, Indra, Deva, they don't have bodies. They don't have physical bodies. In Kathopanishad also says that Sarge loke na vayam kinchana asti. Why Nachiketa was asking for the knowledge about heaven to begin with? Because he says, in the heaven there is no death. Na tatra tvam. Directly telling Yama, you are not there. Na bhayam kinchana asti. What is the greatest fear we have? Is non-existence. Our non-existence is non-existence of this physical body. But once you leave the physical body, you're not going to carry this physical body anywhere you go, because people can see you lying down there. That's why there's a rest in peace, right? Somebody asked me, what is this rest in peace? In RIP. So I said, when he is gone, rest of the people are in peace. That is why it is called rest in peace. So physical body, you see that lying down there. So you're not taking the physical body. So what goes there? What goes there is bodiless, subtle body. So subtle body does not have our hunger and thirst. Now jaraya bibedi, nakshut pipasa, no hunger, no thirst, no old age. Right? So what is this Chaitanyam? Chaitanyam is not a physical entity. So it does not grow, it does not die, it does not decline, it does not become thin or fat. No. Chaitanyamekam. So it is not a part of the body. And as even the subtle body is going from one body to another, it only assumes that physical body, the subtle body, none other than consciousness concretized, consolidated with the thoughts and the vasanas and emotions and all that. So as even it goes to the heaven there, subtle body is still there, because of which kshine punye martya lokam vishanti. When the punya is exhausted, the subtle body pull it back again to this world. So this subtle body is what is to be destroyed, so to say. Physical body anyway gets destroyed. You don't need to do anything. Even now, I tell people, by the end of this class, you are 1 hour closer to death. Swamiji, I am not coming next tomorrow. Whether you are coming here or being at home, 1 hour closer to death will happen. You cannot stop the clock. So body gets old. Whether your subtle body gets mature to disappear is what the question is. So the entire sadhana is to make the subtle body thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner, and then get to a point of no existence. That's called vasana tanavam. Subtle body sustains itself through vasanas. So when you reduce your vasana, subtle body gets reduced. Subtle body means what? Complex of thought and emotions, feelings, all that. So that becomes less and less and intense, less and less powerful, less and less intruding in your peace and bliss. And then the subtle body becomes such a thin, very insignificant existence. One gets into the state of samadhi. Sa vikalpa means sa sukshma sharir. Nir vikalpa means nir without sukshma sharir. So here the chaitanyam ekam. So the chaitanyam is same in what? Whether it is a human body or a cow or a horse or a Brahma or Devata or Indra, that one which is present in all without any difference. Subtle body is different from person to person, every living being. But that which is not subtle body, that which is obviously not the gross body, ekam. That is Brahman. Atra Paramatma Brahma Shabdena Varnyate is Varnitaha. That's what he said. And therefore, that prajnanam, see, connect the link, that prajnanam, which is referred as chaitanyam, which is ekam, is sarvatra tishtati, tasmat brahma, tad brahma eva atma. Therefore, atma eva aham asmi. Finished. That asmi is a connector there. Earlier verse, what he said? Prajnanam brahma. He didn't say asmi. Right? Prajnanam Brahma. That Chaitanyam is Prajnanam. That Prajnanam, since it is in the all living beings, it is referred as Brahman. Just like the space inside this room, space outside the room, being the same, but referred as room space, pot space, etc. So what is said to be the Chaitanya within me is referred as Atman. What is said to be present in all the same Atman, which is referred as Brahman, and therefore that Atma eva Brahma, and that connector is Asmi. So Aham Brahma Asmi. Here Aham should be understood as Atma, not Aham gross body, not the Sthula Shariram, not Sukshma Shariram. Aham refers to the Chaitanyam. Aham refers to Prajnanam. Aham refers to Atma. That Atma, Brahma, Asmi. The space is the same, whether inside or outside. Whether it is within seen as a finite entity or seen as the infinite presence. That finiteness is not a nature of the infinity. Finiteness is a nature of that which makes it appear as limited. The space is never limited. Space appears to be limited within the boundaries. Similarly, Atman is really unlimited, appears to be limited because we are looking at it from a defined angle, within a restricted presence. So therefore, Asmi iti padena padatvaya samanadikaranyalabhyam jiva brahmanoho aikyam paramrishyate iti. Paramrishyate means is being reflected upon, contemplated upon. That is not translated in the word-to-word translation. That's why I put it there. Paramarsyate. Paramarshaha identity. Aikya paramarsha. Aikya means identity, but the translation word to word does not explain the word paramarsha. Paramarsha is considered, reflected upon. You have to add that. Therefore, tena, therefore, Brahma aham asmi. Brahma bhavami aham. I am Brahman, not Brahma. That is also wrong. Brahman. There's a difference between Brahman and Brahma. See, in the translation, it is given as Brahman. But whoever has done the word-to-word meaning is Brahma. That is not right. There is a difference between Brahman and Brahma. Because Brahma is a created entity. Brahman is the absolute truth. So it should be Brahman. Brahman is neuter. Atman is neuter. So that is why we are safe, no? You know, he or she or they is not allowed. It is Brahman, neuter. It is not, no gender is involved here. We are very safe. Swami, this gender equality, Vedanta has got all that. They thought about it long time back. It is neither male or female or in between, nothing. It is neuter. Brahman. Now, the next Mahavakya, great, well known from Chandogya Upanishad, Samaveda. In that Samaveda Chandogya Upanishad, the Tattvamasi, this is considered as the one of the most powerful instruction. As we saw yesterday towards the end, what the teacher says is, you are that. What one should realize is, I am that. I am Brahman. Tat refers to Brahman. Tvam refers to Aham. Asi refers to Asmi. So Tattvamasi, the student should understand as Aham Brahmasmi. Now, but the point is, what is this Tat? Because when you use the word Tat, it always refers to something either temporally or spatially away from me. In terms of space or in terms of time, away from me is what is referred as that. So, when you say Tat, the Upanishad says, don't take the literal meaning of it. Literal meaning, you should not take. Vachyartha, you should not take. Vachyartha should not be taken. Vachyartha means what? Literal meaning. If you take literal meaning of everything, so then when we tell also, don't take it literally, okay? You are idiot, but don't take it literally. What do you mean by that? Lakshyartha should take. What I am indicating, you should understand. So, again, Tvam, you. Again, don't take it literally. You does not mean you, the individuality. You, the so-and-so person, as you know yourself. Not that. You, the Atman, that Brahman, is that what you are, Asi. So now, therefore, we'll read the next verse. Ekamevadvitiyam sat nama rupa vivarjitam srishte puradunapyasya tadritvam tad idiryate. Ekamevadvitiyam sat nama rupa vivarjitam srishte puradunapyasya tadritvam tadiryate. Tat iti iryate is known or indicated. Taditi as tat, that. So here, first one is, that is, what is referred as that? Tat is what? Sat. Tat is Sat. S-A-T. S-A-T. That's why I say Satsanga. Right? Sometimes when they don't write it clearly. Sadguru, for example. Sad Guru. So, S-A-T hyphen Guru is better. Satsang. Otherwise, sad and sang. No, not sad, sad. Satsang. Many houses, when I go, what they have is not satsang, Samsung. The prominent place is occupied by that satsang. Samsung. Interesting, no? Nowadays they come up with very peculiar names. I was one day watching, and they said, depressed, agitated and depressed. The new medicine has come. The new medicine is called pravachan. You know that? So I looked at it, wow, that is nice. Pravachan suno bhai. ये लेना नहीं है, सुनना है. PR, right? P-R-A-V-O-C-A-N, pravachan. They say pravachan. Something like that, pravachan, and they pronounce. I looked at pravachan. Acha, correct, that's right. So Samsung is there, not satsang. So Sat means Advitiyam Ekam. Ekam eva Advitiyam. Ekam, one without a second. Non-dual. So how is it Sat is called non-dual? See, if I ask him, do you exist? He say yes. If I ask her, do you exist? Yes. What is the difference between existence of A and existence of B? Both of them are saying, I am. If you ask a dog also, do you exist? He'll say, wow, yes. I mean, it also acknowledge, you have to acknowledge its presence also. The chair also exists. And the carpet on which you are sitting is also existing. So as far as the Sat is concerned, there is no difference at all. Therefore, Nama Rupa Vivarjitam. उसका नाम भी नहीं है, रूप भी नहीं है. As far as existence is concerned, even when you are 2-year-old, when you are not even able to, or 1-year-old, or 6 months old, when you are not able to even to walk, you still existed. And even Vedanta says, even before your birth, you existed. In the Shat Vikara, we call it as 6 modifications. First one is what? Asti. Then only Jayate. Asti, Jayate, Vardate, Viparinamate, Apakshiyate, Vinashyati. Asti is, Jayate born, Vardate grows, Viparinamate changes, Apakshiyate it diminishes, and then Vinashyati. 6. But what is the first one? Even before your birth? Asti. So even before the creation, that's what he says, Srishte Pura. In Chandogya Upanishad, the teaching is Sadeva Somya Idam Agre Asit. Agre. Agre means Srishtege Pura. 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 Before the creation. Because as Gurudev would say, creation cannot be from nothingness. Can anything come out of nothing? If effect has to be there, there must be a positive presence of cause. So every effect must have a cause before it. Srishtehe pura. Before the creation, what was it? Nama Rupa Vivarjidam Sat Ekameva Advitiyam. Because there is nothing second. If Gurudev used to say, if anything else other than Sat has to be there, what is it? If before the Sat, I mean, other than the Sat, if anything has to exist, what is its name or what is it called? Asad? Sorry, Asat. In Tamil, Asad means stupid. Asat. I mean, Sat, what is the other one? There existed nothing. Oh. How can nothing can exist? Even if you have to experience nothing, you must be present there. So, Srishtehe pura yat advitiyam ekam sat nama rupa varjitam eva. It is name and form, because name and form is what makes the variety. Before your birth, what was your name? Nowadays, before in India, they have to give the name before even birth itself to the school. Because you have to book the school before the child is born also. we wish that even in Balviar it happens, but... So what is the name of your child? We want to keep it as Kiran. Girl or boy? Yet to be decided. So, Nama Rupa Vivarjitam, there is no name or form. So, that Sat alone was Ekameva Advitiyam Sat Nama Rupa Vivarjitam Srishtehe Pura. That which was there even before the creation began. Now, in the second verse of Dakshinamurti Stotram, there is an elaborate discussion on this. And the Sureshwaracharya in his Ullasa, Manas Ullasa, is a commentary written by Sureshwaracharya on Dakshinamurti. And that he explains the logic behind this statement. A very interesting discussion there. Because Bijasyantarivangkoro Jagadidam Prag Nirvikalpam Punaha Maya Kalpita Desha Kala Kalana Vaichitra Chitri Kritam. So, this very creation is none other than the play of time and space. Much before even the Western world even thought about time and space. Bhagavan Shankaracharya, as a casually wrote it and went away. What is world? Play of time and space. Gone. Time and space is the world. Nama, to call Desha Kala, Kalana, Vaichitra Chitri Kritam. The creation is Maya using time and space to create variety. So what was this originally? Like that of the seed, Bijasya Antaha Iva. Inside the bija, a seed, Ankuraha sprout. Prag, before. Nirvikalpam, unmanifest. The entire tree remains as unmanifest within the seed. And in terms of time and space alone, it becomes a tree or a plant. So creation without time and space is a single entity. So we have to think deeply on that point. Anyway, the discussion is very elaborate there. Because there is arguments from Vaisheshikas, Nayayikas, Buddhists, and he refutes each one of them through that. How you should not understand or misunderstand as the creation is like the tree. The cause of the tree is the seed, all right. That's what we think. The seed is where the tree has been caused. He proves seed is not the cause of the tree. Ishwara is the cause of the tree. Ishwara is the cause of the tree. Now let us take the simple example of, we understand every effect is none other than the modification of the cause. Right? So cause never disappears from the effect. Cause is always present. If there is a mud pot, the mud should be there in the pot, always. Correct? Yes or no? If you remove mud from the pot, what will remain? Pot will remain. If you remove pot from the mud, or sorry, mud from the pot, you cannot remove pot from the mud anyway. No, you cannot remove. What you cannot remove? Pot from the mud you can remove, or mud from the pot. Pot disappears, not the mud. Effect disappears, not the cause. Now, if you say the seed is the cause of the tree, where is the seed now? Show me the seed from which the tree came. Eh? Nahi hai na? So if a cause has disappeared, cause has disappeared. Cause cannot go. So which is the cause of the tree? Sat. That is what he will prove there. Sat is the cause of the tree, not the seed. Ishwara hai satrupena. So this creation also, the question the science always puts it, what is the cause of this creation? And you cannot be a material cause. It cannot be a physical material cause which can be considered as the cause of this world. Because the material itself is a cause, is an effect. That is why the question is, which came first? Tell me which came first. Egg or the chicken? Which one? Somebody asked me this. I said, whichever you order first. Now you can go on and on and on and on, right? There is no end to it. Because without the egg there cannot be chicken. Without the chicken there cannot be egg. But this is which cannot be solved at all. Why? Because your argument itself is wrong. Why? You cannot say that the egg is the cause of the chicken. Sat is the cause of everything. Existence. That's what he says. Sadeva Saumya Pura Damakrasit. Sat is the cause. Ultimate cause is Sat. And even in the creation here, you may call as a relative cause is one thing. Relative cause for this table is a wood. But ultimate cause is what? Sat. So if you go for relative cause, it is cyclical. You cannot point out which one is the first one. Because the effect creates the cause creates the effect creates... So if you say, tree came from the seed, from this tree, seed comes, not the same seed. Is it the same seed? No. It creates its own seed, and from that seed, another tree comes. But where is the original seed from which this tree came? You cannot find out. Because it's not there. But what is their actual seed from which everything came? Sat. And that is present in everything. Therefore, Ishwara is present in everything. That is his argument there. Ishwara Srishti. Ishwara eva Srishti. Not Ishwara Srishti. Ishwara eva Srishti. This world is Ishwara only. That's what Ishavasyamidagam sarvam. This world is what? World is Bhagavan. Not Bhagavan se aaya. This is Semitic religion. Bhagavan se aaya. Kaha hai wo to wo upar hai, baitha hai. He's sitting there watching. What is he doing? नहीं, ये सृष्टि है ना, वही ईश्वर है. This creation is Bhagavan. Not creation came out of him. He himself is this. Matta paradaram na anyat kinchidasti. Krishna also makes it clear. Other than me, there is nothing. What do you call it as world? Is it different from me? Is it came from me? Is it my product? No, I am. I am the creation. So when you take it from the angle, from the Bhakta's angle, what happens? Then he becomes a devotee of the Lord, because he cannot see nothing but him. Vasudeva sarvamidi sa mahatma sudurlabha. So Vedanta actually leads to the point of devotion when you understand how, by logical reasoning and analysis, it will prove to you that Jagat and Ishwaraha are not two different things. Jagat eva Ishwaraha. When you do not see Ishwaraha, you see Jagat as different from him. As much as, the Sat can never be absent, which is present equally. Samoham sarvabhuteshu. I am same in all. And what you see only is variety, and therefore you lose attention. Anyway, coming back to the point. So, Srishtehe Pura, before this creation, therefore, Aduna Api, even now. It is not only, that is the difference between Sanatana Dharma and other. Before creation, God was there and He created. Where is He? That we are finding out. Aduna api, even now. Asya tadriktvam. He remains exactly in the same way. Tadriktvam, exactly in the same manner. Tad driktvam, tadriktvam. Samaswarupam. Ekaswarupam. So, Sadeva Saumya idamagra asi dekameva advitiyam iti vakyena srishtehe pura swagadadi beda shunyam. It does not have any beda, any difference at all. Nama rupa rahitam yat sadvastu pradipaditam asya sadvastu naha aduna api, even now, srishta uttara kale api, srishti uttara kale api, even after the creation, tadritvam is of the same nature. Vichara drishtya, by that contemplation. So the Ishwaraha, the creator, so to say, is not the one who did something at the past and not available in the present. For He Himself is the creation. He Himself is this world. So where is He? What was He before is in the same way He is here now also. If only you remove Nama Rupa, what will you get? That's what in the Drigdrishya Viveka it is said, that Brahman has 5 aspects, right? Brahman has 5 aspects. What are those? What are those? Jagat, what is you call it Jagat, or what is it called? Brahman. Astibhadi priyam rupam namachet amsha panchakam aditrayam brahma rupam jagat rupam tadodvayam. Asti existence, sat. Bhati chit. Asti bhati priyam ananda. Satchidananda, right? Asti bhati priyam. Then nama and rupa. Asti bhati priyam rupam namacha iti amsha panchakam. 5 aspects. Asti bhati priyam nama rupa. Aditrayam Brahma. Jagat is other two. Jagat the way we see it. Because our sense organs cannot see first three. Only they can see the second, last two. Nama and Rupa only. If you understand Nama Rupa is only a illusory existence, what you will see in this very creation itself, what? Satchit Anandam. See, if you have a mud pot, I always keep a mud pot next to me in my class. Take the mud pot and keep it. Is it mud or the pot? You have to tell me only one thing. No pot there. Yes or no? Pot rupena madasti. Pot rupena madasti. In the form of a pot, mud alone is there. Correct. So when you're seeing the mud pot, what are you seeing? Mud or the pot? It depends upon how much knowledge you got. If you do not have the knowledge of the mud, you call it as a pot and treat it as only a pot. If you have the knowledge of the mud, even though you're using the pot, but you do not lose the attention that it is mud. In the same way, dealing with the world, there is nothing wrong if you have the attention that it is Bhagavan. It is Ishwar. There is nothing wrong in dealing with the world then. You can deal with the world, whatever it is, but understand that it is that alone, the Sat alone is presently also aduna api asya tadriktvam, and that is what is referred as Tat. So that is how he is arriving at. So Tat is Sat. Sat it was before, it is, it shall ever be. That is what is the real lakshyartha of the word Tat. I should not take a literal meaning of Tat as something different from me, far away. Now comes Tvam. Shrotu dehendriyadhitam Vastvatratvam paderitam Ekata grahyate siti Tadekyam anubhuyatam Shroturdehendriyatitam Vastvatratvam paderitam Ekata grahyate siti Tadekyam anubhuyatam. Now in the Tattvamasi, Tvam is explained. Tad is Sat. That which does not undergo any change, that is what is called Sat. Trikale api abhadita vastu Sat. In all the three periods of time, past, present and future, tri avasthayam api, in three states of experiences also, that which is not undergoing any change, is also Sat. See, now you are awake, I think. You are awake, right? Now you can recall dream or not, whatever you had in today morning or yesterday night, right? And also you can understand, yeah, I slept. So in the waking state, you can recall the state of deep sleep and the state of dream as well. But in other two, you cannot recall this. In dream, can you recall the waking? No. In the dream, can you recall the sleep? No. In sleep, can you recall waking? No. In sleep, can you recall dream? No. So therefore, at this point is Sat, Sattva. Sattva is capable of accessing the other two. The sattva pradhana is, that is why knowledge is taking place in waking state. Otherwise you would say, Swamiji, disturbance of the mind is totally absent in sleep. Why not we learn Vedanta in sleep? No, not in Vedanta sleep. Sleep in Vedanta. So purity of mind anyway you want, right? Yes. Sleep may pure, absolutely pure. But Satpradhanatva is not there, Tamapradhanatva there. Satpradhanatva here, what is Satpradhanatva? Jnana Pradhana. So you are able to access the knowledge of dream and sleep here only, now only. You cannot do in other conditions. Where Sattva is Pradhana, then alone knowledge, Sattvat Sanjayate Jnana. Only when Sattva is there, Jnanam can take place. The discrimination is possible, Viveka is possible, Vairagya is possible, Shama, Dhamma, Uparadi, Titiksha, Shraddha, all these are all practicable, they are all practical only in Sattva Pradhana. So, here, when I am in the state of waking, I understand that in the dream also I was, but not aware of myself at that point, that I am dreaming. Now you say, I am awake, you know it. And you can choose to wake up, choose to go to sleep also. Can you make that choice now? Oh, it is very boring. Let me sleep now. Short nap. Right? Power nap. Or when you want to sit and dream about your future, oh, next summer I am going on a cruise. Let me think about it. Dream. Can you do that right now? Not now, but you can. So I can choose to go to sleep, choose to have a dream. Now, can you do that there? Not only you cannot access dream or sleep that you had, you cannot choose to make the, go to sleep or be awake. You cannot in the dream, okay, let me be awake now. You cannot do it. Can you? In dream you can decide to wake up? Or in sleep can you decide to wake up? No, you can't. So what is that present in all the three periods of time which doesn't change then? Not only past, present and future, in three states of experience also, what is present? Sat. And that you can recognize only now, in the waking. Trikale api abhadita vastu sat. And where is that? Shrotuhu deha indriya atitam vastu. Shrotuhu of the one who is listening, the student, Shrotuhu of his, Deha Indriya Atitam, Atitam beyond, that which remains beyond what? Deha and Indriya, mind, body and the senses, includes mind also. Vastu, thing, Atra, Tvampade Iritam. So what is referred as Tvam is that which remains undisturbed constantly, which is other than your mind, body, senses, etc. Which only in the waking state you can choose to think about it. Where you can choose to discard your identity with your body. You cannot do that in dream. There's no choice. Without which choice, you can have no choice of discarding your thoughts there. You are victim of the thoughts, not you are the master there. Now a thought comes, whatever be the thought, in this storm, cold weather, probably a Starbucks will be better. The thought has come. Another 10 minutes, let me tolerate. After that, I go home. So now the thought has come and you can discard that also. But in the dream you have no choice. You cannot discard any thought there. Whatever thought comes, that's what you experience. No choice. So therefore, Tvam, you, is that one which is, as it is said in the first verse itself, as by which you are able to see, hear, taste, smell, touch. That you, that prajnanam is Tvam. That consciousness you, which is what? Deha indriya atitam vastu. Atra. Here, that which is other than mind, senses, etc., shrotuhu of that individual who is listening. So, shrotuhu dehe indriya atitam vastu atra tvam padena iritam. So, tat is referred as what? Sat. Existence, pure existence. Tvam is what? You. And who are you? One who is the same in all the three periods of time. You are the same in all three existences, as a dreamer, waker, and deep sleeper. That you is the same, is that which was present before the creation. So who are you? I was, I am, I shall be. Even before the creation, I was. Ahameva sameva. Agre in Shloki Bhagavat. Bhagavan Krishna says, Ahame vasame vasi evagre. Even before the creation, Ahameva asam. I am awesome, he says. Ahameva asam means I was. So if you understand how awesome I am, na anyat, nothing else was there. Sad asat, meaning creation, cause and effect was not there at that point. Ahameva sameva gre, na anyat, sad asat, vivarjitam, that was. And even now I am there only. Krishna says, I am now also, and when everything disappears, I continue to be. So the same thing here, one should understand, who am I? I, the one as pure existence present here, and the same one was there even before the creation. And so, what was there before the creation? Sat. Who am I? The same Sat. Therefore, what is that the teacher says? That Sat alone you are Asi. Oh, I see. No, Asi means you are, not you shall be, you may be, you can be. Huh? It's not you shall be, you can be, you may be, you should be. No, you are. Ekata grahyate. Ekata, oneness. Of what? That lakshyartha of the tat, lakshyartha of the tvam is one only. If you take the vachyartha, tat was old, ancient, Brahman, and you, limited entity, physical entity. Now, that's why I say, Deha Indriya Adhitam. I am not referring to this body which you are physically born and subject to death. We are not referring to that. Deha Indriya Adhitam Vastu Yat. Tat Tvam Iridam. Ekata Grahyate. The oneness is now grasped, understood. Asi iti. As you are. So therefore, Tad Aikyam. Tat and Tvam, Tayoho Aikyam, the oneness of these two, Anubhuyatam. May you experience that. This is advice. May you experience that oneness. That is a teacher's advice to the student. Tadaikyam anubhuyatam anubhavena grihyatam. May you experience it through your own understanding of this oneness. So that is, one should know that I am Prana. I am the most ancient. All of us are so ancient, because we have been traveling constantly. Timeless. When is the origin? Beyond time. Gurudev would say, 1 second before that. Before the creation, 1 second before the creation. And therefore creation is called second. Right? The time begins with the second only. What is the first? Where there is no time. Microsecond. Oh, that is also second only, not first. So the first has, when first has nothing other, can you call it as first? Can you call anything a first? See, the problem of being punctual is nobody appreciates it. Because somebody should be there before me to accept that I am punctual. I always come on time. Nobody comes before me to appreciate that I am coming in time. So the first is not called first. Why? Because there is no second. There is ekameva advitiyam sat. Advitiyam means there is no second. Even there is no second to acknowledge the first. If only the other one is there, it can acknowledge your presence. So Bhagavan says, I was all alone, nobody there to appreciate me. I'm very bad about this. That's why I have to create. Please appreciate me, please, please. Satapodapyata satapataptva idagam sarvam asarjata. In the Taittiriya Upanishad, he created because nobody is there to appreciate Bhagavan. So I'm going to create creation kar raha hoon, so that you will all appreciate that me. So therefore, advitiyam. There is no second. That is aikyam. So you understand, I am that one which was present even before the creation began. Means what? This whole thing which I refer as me is creation. Creation does not mean, oh, this. No, start from here. This is creation. This is also part of the creation. I am also creation. I create a lot of problems. So one person asked, our Guruji used to say, every day you make so many mistakes. How are you capable of making so many mistakes in one day? He said, I get up early. Before anybody else, I start. That way I can create more problems. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhavet. Om shanti shanti shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurupyo Namaha. Hari Om. 2 more verses are there to explain Ayam Atma Brahma, coming from Atharva Veda. So that we'll see Mandukya Upanishad. That is the last 2 verses in this. This is the smallest chapter of Pancadashi.